Today I'll be teaching you how to draw a hot air balloon. Are you ready? Let's get started. So I'm going to demonstrate how to draw the main part of the hot air balloon before we actually do this project. You notice I started with a series of curved bumps. Then I rounded off that shape. From there, I'm drawing curved lines going from the bumps vertically down to the edge of the main shape of the hot air balloon. Then I'm putting on the strings that hold the hot air balloon, those ropes, and I'm attaching a basket down below. Once I'm happy with that shape, I'm pressing firmly in pencil so I really see the lines that I'll outline in the permanent pen later. So notice that I'm changing it up as I go. I'm pressing more heavily when I'm happy with that design, but I keep on working on the shape until it's something that I'm proud of. And yes, I am outlining this practice hot air balloon in the pen, but we'll be doing this entire project soon. So if you also want to make a practice hot air balloon, feel free. I'd love to see that one as well. But we're going to start the actual project in 5 more seconds. Okay, here we go. So get your pencil and eraser. Let's go. So step 1 is to draw the main shape of the hot air balloon with curved bumps on the top and the section of lines. It's good again to have at least 6 curved sections in your hot air balloon so you're really able to add lots of design work when you color it in. So as you're designing the shape of the hot air balloon, it's really good to have an oval that sort of forms a point at the base, a rounded point. From there, you'll add the basket, which is an oval on a horizontal, like a horizontal oval with a cylinder shape around it. So a cylinder attached to the horizontal oval. And when you're happy with it, that's when we're going to move on to outline with a permanent pen. Now it's time to go over all of your pencil lines with a permanent pen. You're outlining slowly and carefully, making sure you've covered each of your pencil lines by tracing over with the permanent tool. So do this step as long as you need to. Feel free to pause this section of the video or move along when you're ready. You guessed it, it's time for that eraser. Pick up an eraser and begin to erase all of those pencil lines, making sure the only thing that's visible are those pen lines that you worked so slowly and carefully on tracing on top, okay? Brush all of those eraser crumbs away and get ready to color in. You can choose crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever you have. I chose markers. Watch what I'm doing first. Before anything else, I'm drawing a series of curved downward lines on each section on the top of my hot air balloon. I'm making this almost ribbon that wraps itself around the part of the hot air balloon. And for the second row of this, I'm flipping the design and curving upwards as I draw that ribbon section. I want to have different areas that I'll be able to color in an alternating pattern, an ABA pattern. So as I fill in the bottom section, I'm coloring one color. Then I'm skipping the next section, and then I'll fill in that third one, the same color. So my pink, I'm skipping the opposite one, the next one, and then I'll go on the third one with pink as well. And so I have a pattern, an ABA pattern. You can choose any combination of colors that you want. You also don't have to make a pattern at all. It could just be one, the second one, the third one, or you could color it all one color. I look forward to seeing the ways that you draw your hot air balloon. As I'm coloring mine, I'm also thinking about what kind of background will I put? Will I have blue, bright sky? Will I draw some mountains in the distance? Maybe it's nighttime and there are fireworks going off. Maybe it's during the sunrise and it's the fall and all the leaves are glowing in the sunlight. Those are your choices to make. I'm here to give you the basic idea of how to draw this illustration, but you are the choice maker here. So you have all the power to build that beautiful background. At this point in the project, I'm choosing to overlap my colors once more to clean up all edges to give a strong finished look to the balloon itself. So there are no white spots going through the balloon to give it a completed look. So it looks very clean as well as not rushed in any way. And I encourage you to do this too. Now it's time for you to design that background. Once you have the whole hot air balloon colored in, it's time to fill in the sky and that whatever is in the distance. In this case, I've chosen a brilliant blue to block in the large white space behind the hot air balloon. And from there, I've added some puffy clouds and some wind lines to show that this day the hot air balloon is blowing in the wind and it's about to land. So I chose not to include any people in the hot air balloon just to give the idea of this mystery balloon dancing in the wind. But it's up to you on if you choose to put people in. You can do that as well. And remember, it's always a strong choice to use multiple colors to fill in your drawing so your eyes don't get bored by seeing just one color everywhere. And I've chosen to add some textures back there like I did with these blowing wind lines. And I want you to have in the background of your own choice. It can be, it doesn't have any location. And I look forward to seeing what you create when you try this project. So to finish this hot air balloon drawing up, I've chosen a handful of other colors and I overdrew some vertical curved lines that move throughout each section. I chose different colors to appear on each of the sections. See, I'm using green on the yellow. I wouldn't use yellow on yellow because that wouldn't give yourself as much of an easy time seeing those lines that you've added. And after that, I'm giving a look over to see if I could add anything else. In fact, I think I do plan on going back on this drawing to add something in the distance. And if you go and dream up your background scene, think of something you could put that's really small back there. I plan on adding some rolling blue mountains. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you in the next video.